Lady Bulldogs, winless so far in season 72 at 0-4. Have at least a foot in the door of what could be a victory here as they win set number 3, being down 2-0 against FEU.
Now, I think in set number 3, what really helped the Lady Bulldogs is the fact that it's not anymore a one-man show. Mangi had gotten support from the rest of the team. They had better defense. Nepomuceno stepped up, had excellent blocking, and also in terms of attacks, she was able to contribute a few points.
And also, they received good setting from the likes of Soliven,
but
which
of course
allowed them to hit the ball a little bit more accurate than before.
That's right. But of course, it all roots to from the good service reception that they've had in set number 3 as compared to sets 1 and 2. I'm sure that FEU was a bit surprised with their loss in the third set.
And I'm pretty sure a bit surprised as well with the type of performance they put out in the later stage of set number 3, wherein they just put on the floor so many unforced errors, as you can see on the screen.
Well, if you look at the numbers, FEU actually scored more in terms of attacks with 15 points as compared to only 13 of NU. But in terms of blocking, the blocking of NU was really present in set number 3. They scored 2 points from that, while FEU had none. And in terms of unforced errors, FEU had 10 and NU had 9.
In terms of blocking, they are second to the last, talking about NU, when it comes to, the blocking by teams here in the UAE.
Yeah.
They're just above UE. But unbelievable for them to be more dominant in blocking in set number 3 over FEU is such an achievement, I'm pretty sure, for the Lady Bulldogs.
That's right. And coming into set number 4, I'm sure that NU has that renewed confidence in them. That, I mean, come on, beating a champion team also like FEU.
Let's see if that carries over here in set number 4.
I'm sure a lot of people have been inspired also with the win of Ateneo over UST. But, underdogs are the teams that you don't really expect to win can actually win against the tough teams that we have here in the UAP.
Nepomuceno becoming very aggressive to start set number 4 here. Vivas is blocked. Short set for Eulalia. Scrambling is NU. They can't get the ball back in play. Now Jose has been put on the floor again by Coach Nespa Milar as he wants more consistency for FEU. One of the most consistent servers is Jose. 2 errors there for NU. And now FEU is on top by 2 to start set number 4.
Jose with a good serve.
That was a little too ambitious, I guess, for Nepomuceno. There were 2 blockers on top of the ball, and she even tried to swipe it still. Soliven setting. That was Diesta with a left-handed shot that went too wide. And FEU off to a very serious start. They've got their game faces on. I think they were hurt with the fact that they lost set number 3 in that fashion.
FEU still looking a bit relaxed despite that 1-set loss earlier.
Jose, back set. A little too close to the net from Jose that time, which allowed Mangi to joust and win over Vivas. Oh, perfect set for Vivas. But a better reception by NU.
Vivas again.
Mangi went with the angle, just went a little too wide. 5-2 in favor of FEU.
for NU, now is not the time to experiment on any of their offense.
Well, for Coach Nesma Millar, he's done with the lineup experimenting as well.
Yeah, that's right.
He put back all of the mainstays of set number 1. Tamanag's there, Jose's there, Vivas, Eulalio, Tiangco.
You know, at this point, I still can't feel that same energy that FEU usually have in the games. It's still pretty quiet inside the court.
I mean, do teams usually actually do that despite the warning by the coaching staff that you don't take any team lightly? But, you know, you were a player once for Luzon. I mean, do you actually come into a game and pagkalaban mo 0-4, 0-5, 0-6? Do you come in with like lesser aggressiveness, you know, lesser passion?
It shouldn't be the case, but I guess somehow, yes, it happens to teams because you know that it's a rather easy team.
Kaliwang kamay papalo mo.
Kakayanin mo siya. So it is possible, but it's not the right attitude.
Of course.
But I'm not generalizing. I mean, there could be teams who have that mentality, but mostly, syempre, iba yung pag-motivate naman ng coach, and it's usually dapat positive when you come into the game.
Service error from FEU gives NU a 3-point. 3 serving 7 here in set number 4. NU stole set number 3 away from FEU after FEU led all the way. Point for NU as apparently the ball didn't cross the net. 4 touches against Lady Tams.
What I've noticed here for FEU is that most of the sets are being given to Vivas and not as much to the other attackers.
Which napansin nga rin yun ni Coach Alin Sinuri, and he wanted the defense to focus on Vivas. 8-4, FEU on top by 4 here in set number 4. This season's best scorer, at least in the early part of the 72nd season, Cherry May Vivas of FEU. They're in some sort of a battle here. They thought it was going to be a walk in the park, a 3-set sweep, but it wasn't meant to be, as they are now in the thick of things in set number 4. FEU on top 2-1 and up 8-4 here in the 4th set. Let's send it over to Ricky Flores.
Now, once again, FEU needs to communicate. According to assistant coach for the day, Shira Gonzalez, masyadong nag-relax ang teammates niya at masyadong nagmamadaling tapusin ang game. Now, Winnet Eulalio, who is now sitting down, who replaced Shira as the quicker, got an earful from Coach Nes. Ang ibig sabihin daw ng quick, bilis. And he wasn't seeing that from her. Eric?
Indeed. The fact that there was a set, but nilakad ni Eulalio yung papunta sa bola.
And very good point because quickers are supposed to deceive the blockers of the opponent. So pag hindi ka pumasok, sayang naman, mababantayan yung mga teammates mo.
Tiangco slapping that ball. Goes out of bounds. FEU again with the unforced errors.